We say what they can't radio.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to the Now What podcast. I am your host, Tasha Monique, and this is such a special episode. As you can see, most of these people don't even look like they're 40 because they're not, but don't fret, okay? I'm going to introduce them in a hot second. First of all, this is my final episode for 2022. Yay me, I did. I'm still having fun. First of all, let me just give a final shout out to all of my sponsors. Thanks so much for supporting me for the last couple of months. Cloud Wine 29, let me tell you, we have like a few more days until Christmas, I think, but like 11 or whatever. I think the countdown started today. It's not too late to order a case of Cloud Wine 29. My favorites are Beachy Peachy and Passion Fruit. First of all, can y'all like get these lashes? Y'all see these? Peak lashes, okay? I know you're not used to seeing me in lashes, but these lashes are everything. Great stocking stuffer. You want to order some Keeks lashes, so shout out to her. And last but not least is my girl, Georgia Stitch. You have New Year's Eve coming up. Prom is coming up. We have, first of all, I just heard that the adult prom is happening in the summer this time. Shout out to my girl, Fee. We are definitely going to partner up with that. You want to hit up Georgia Stitch and get that consultation booked to get that custom fit made. Okay, so now let's get ready. Again, I am your host, Tasha Monique. And joining me, as always, my little big sister, Jeannie. Okay, so now let's go around and let's talk to these millennials. Everybody qualified to be a millennial over here? You know, I know I already told y'all, don't think I'm a liar, right? Because I said you have to be 40 and over to be on the show, right? Not today. So I made an exception. And they wore me down, and here they are. So I'm going to introduce, okay? First of all, my niece over here, okay? She thought I was her sister for a very long time. Okay? This is my niece, Imani. This is my stepdaughter, Shelby.
What's up?
This is my goddaughter, Miss Maya, over here. Hello. And it's this Taz. Taz grew up with us. She's a childhood friend.
She grew up with you. She grew up with us.
Technically, we are friends with her daddy. But we've seen him grow up, okay? You and Shelby are like the same age. Y'all pretty much everybody the same age.
So
about
how old is he?
26.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so Maya.
Oh, y'all
okay.
both the same age.
So what we got? 26, 27, 28.
It's like
30.
Yeah, knocking.
Whoa, at this point. Whoa.
Knocking on 30. 30 is right.
Oh my goodness.
In my last 2 years.
Wait,
Listen,
you just turned.
I don't care, bro. Once I turned 25, bro, I was like, this is it.
Didn't you feel it?
Yo, I was like, wow, I gotta start looking into AARP.
Give me 20. Give me 20.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like once I turned 25 and I realized that Enterprise was not charging me the fee to rent cars no more, I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy.
So you wanted the fee?
No, I didn't. But that's not the point. The point is now I'm old enough to not pay it.
Like on Airbnb, I can rent a house now instead of just apartments.
It's like accomplishments, it's goals.
You gotta be 25.
Yup.
Yo, I ain't
it's
gonna hold
benefits to getting older, right?
I don't count myself as 28. COVID took like 2.5 from me.
To be honest,
I'm good. I'm still 26 in my mind. It took a lot of time for me.
And I'm still
I accepted
40.
it.
Yes, ma'am.
I accepted it. It is what it is. I'm 26.
It's almost over, baby.
Oh my God.
Now we the old
Listen. Okay.
We not like y'all though.
Because nobody had no babies. That's why.
Oh yeah,
We don't have no babies.
Yeah.
No babies.
We don't cook on holidays. We don't do cookouts. We don't do none of that.
You know what? I'm I'm happy that you brought that up.
Y'all was stressed out doing all
I'm
that.
not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
What is wrong with y'all doing that? Y'all do realize the torch has been, let me finish, passed down to us, right? Now we gotta pass the torch, but y'all don't want that responsibility.
But what
I'm
age
not
did you
gonna
get the
lie.
torch, though?
Nobody passed it to me.
No, me and my friends, we
Don't wanna
definitely
talk about it,
barbecue.
Because Miss Nancy's still cooking every holiday.
Yeah.
And y'all still over there.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
We do.
No, me and my friends definitely barbecue.
We do.
Now.
But why? They don't want to talk about why they got the torch early, though.
We got the torch early because one.
Y'all was popping
Damn,
out
this is
babies.
getting
Y'all
spicy
Let's be real.
already.
That's why I got the
Y'all
torch
had
early.
This is getting spicy already.
Baby.
Oh my God.
No, you did. At an early age. This bullshit that y'all got going on.
Whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
listen.
whoa.
Are sensitive, and you are very.
No,
I'm not sensitive.
that's actually Gen Z.
I
is a little
object.
sensitive.
I'm
Gen
I'm not
Z,
sensitive at all.
Gen Z is very sensitive.
But y'all had to man up
I'm
because y'all was
sensitive.
popping out
She's very-
babies.
yeah.
Come
I have my
on.
moments.
I'm
Had no
sensitive.
shit to do with it. At 9, I had to take care of this motherfucker here.
Why you keep saying
popping out babies?
Am
You
I
know my
lying?
vagina.
You had to be more responsible because you
Yeah.
had
Absolutely. You did.
I had to be more responsible. I'm gonna tell you.
You had to be more
At 9,
independent.
I had to be more responsible because my mother had to work. My father
That's
had
a
to work.
but
listen,
I'm
that's a fact.
sorry.
My mom
Okay,
did
so
that
whose
with me.
fault is that?
Oh, baby said a lot.
Is that
And
though?
why did you babysit?
That's free
I'm
labor. I'm
weak.
keeping a whole hundred.
why were you babysitting?
It's the slant
I
for
don't know
me.
where y'all was at. Yo,
It's the slant.
it was nighttime. All
Why
I know
did
is
you
I
have
was
to
in
do-
there and they was running around. I don't know where y'all was at.
needed a long time. Shut up, Shelby.
Y'all need
Oh
a
my
date night. I'm babysitting on
I
date
don't
night.
feel like it's our fault.
Y'all
but okay.
really be dodging
think
it.
so.
Just think, right? The holidays are coming up, right? So we have to keep the family unit together. Someone has to host. We're used to going to grandma's house because she gonna cook and she gonna host. The torch has been passed to me, so I'm doing it. So now it's like, you need to help. What are you cooking? Who are you inviting?
Time out though.
Let's
Y'all, grandmas don't pass the torch. My grandmother is not going nowhere else but 3
Imagine
in
me.
on the holiday.
Imagine me
I can
making
cook
a
90 meals. She's not coming to my house. on
Imagine me
Christmas.
making a whole Thanksgiving dinner for Nancy.
Come on.
Mm-mm.
Wait,
open.
Yo.
She's not gonna appreciate what
So
She's gonna appreciate the fact that I did it.
She's gonna be there the
Yes,
whole time.
but she
micromanaging.
definitely, you know how your mom is. She's gonna micromanage and she's gonna critique
Oh, yeah.
a lot.
You don't even feel comfortable doing it.
A lot, and then it's like, dang.
I
This
think
is
our
why I
grandmothers
didn't
are
do
the
it.
same because
They
no
all
book.
the same.
They all the
I'm not
same.
gonna sit
They
here and
will
lie.
bust your
No, let
confidence
me
up.
tell you something. I can't even boil water in the crib
I'm chopping
without
cheese.
my grandmother. Like, all right, make sure it don't go over. I'm just like,
the cheese wrong.
I just turned it on. Give it a
Yeah.
second.
Bro,
What am I do? Burn the house
How did
down?
I chop the cheese wrong if it's all gonna melt?
Right.
because that's not how you do it.
specific way.
No,
No.
that no.
So
You know
at
what I
this
do?
point, you know
I
what? I
cash
put
out
the
my
knife.
money.
I put the knife and
And
the
I
cheese
walk away.
down, and that's it.
And I
Nah,
put my
see,
phone,
nah,
I
y'all wildin'. Let me tell y'all
That's not
something.
what you're supposed to
No,
do.
let me tell you something. Y'all wildin'. Let me tell you why y'all wildin'. I used to love eating the cheese every time I would cut it. So I perfected it so I can
No, I
get
thought he
what
was
I
about to
wanted.
say, like,
no.
Something completely different.
No, not at all. My grandmother was not letting you sample anything unless you helped. And it was just like a,
Okay.
oh, so you gonna get it together.
I can't.
You
sleep.
said help with the cake? No problem.
I sleep,
Right.
I'm
No.
sweeping the floor.
A
Denise is
helper.
behind
You
me.
feel me?
Right.
Helpers get
You missed
rewarded.
the spot.
That's how she.
Yeah.
That's how she put
Nancy
it.
don't like anybody.
Nancy
to
don't
wash
like
her
nobody
dishes.
in her kitchen.
Yo,
That's
you gonna
it.
take
Well,
over.
all I'm gonna say is, every time I cooked, she always asked me for my recipe.
Ooh.
I'm just.
That's good.
That's Maya.
Exactly. It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
It's a difference.
Yes.
She's
Biscuits,
Denise trusts you
fries.
two more than me. She be on
because
YouTube.
it's not your own grandchild. It's like,
Yes.
you know,
That
it's
makes
your
a
grandchild.
difference.
It
Yes.
does make a difference. I can see that. That's fine.
They don't pass the torch.
Okay.
Okay.
Although I can say Mother's Day, y'all appreciated that. So
And we all
and y'all
chipped in.
Yeah.
Oh no, we
Mother's Day
definitely-
was festive. Let me tell you what the girls did for us. And
And the
guys,
boys?
and the
Yeah, and the
boys.
boys.
Shout out
Everybody
to the
knows. Violate my
kids.
brothers.
I'm not. Shout out to the kids. So for Mother's Day, they treated us to a seafood boil. They waited on us hand and foot. We didn't have to do anything. They was about to crack open them crab legs for us too. So it was joyous. I can't wait to see what's happening in 2023. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
It's in the
Okay.
works. It's in the works.
Don't
Tess.
look at me.
I believe me.
Oh my gosh.
It's in the works.
I would love to go to the spot. Okay, Tess.
What's up?
Do you
Dang,
trust your parents with your secrets?
Yes. I tell my parents everything. I actually just recently told them something.
Elaborate on everything.
So no, like when I mean everything, I mean everything. Like not like on the lines of like, yo, let me tell you what I did last night. Right. Like no, like if they ask me certain questions, like I have no sort of like walls up behind it. I'll just answer the question for what it is. I actually just told my parents something recently that happened to me, and they're like my biggest supporters. Like my parents, like all of my parents are my best friends. I was about to say all of them, all three. Yeah, because I have my birth mom, then I have my mom, Simone, then I have my dad, Dream. So all three of them, they're like my best friends. So
okay. Shelby, do you trust your parents with your secrets?
Yeah, I just certain things I just don't tell them.
Oh wow! I mean, that's fair. That is fair. That's fair.
My father's a little different. You know, he's a little more diplomatic, a little more logical. My mother just runs pure on emotion. I can't tell her someone did something to me. She'll never like you again. Right. You can't come in the house. Right. You can't come to holidays. I can't tell her everything. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So like, I could tell her everything, but I try to protect her from herself. You know? Yeah, but I can tell her everything. I can tell them everything. Yeah.
I don't need protection. Don't bring that motherfucker.
You see? You see?
It's just not
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, it's not a joke. She's there.
He was like, Ma, I didn't even tell you what I did to her.
No, that's a
hello.
You
Ma, you don't even know I started it.
That's actually what's going on with my father right now. My father is the same way. That's the funny part. Like, it's somebody that I got into a situation where my father's just like, okay, well, if you want to be friends with him, that's fine, but just don't bring him back over here no more. And I was just like, okay, all right. Yeah. You got it, bucko.
Yeah.
Right.
Half the story.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Maya, trust your mom with your secrets?
Yes, I do. That's my bestie. That's my bestie. But I mean, I'm more open than she is, I would say. So.
Deja?
I do. That's, like Maya said, that's my bestie. It's my homegirl.
Are you comfortable with loaning your parents money if they ask?
1,000%.
Okay, so now let me ask you. If it was, let's just say you are fully established, you don't have to worry about anything, and your parents come to any one of y'all and say, I need $25,000. Are you open to say, yes, I'm going to give it to you, one? And two, are you prepared to say, I don't know if my mother or father is going to take it? Are you totally okay with letting them?
If I have the 25K.
Do I have the money?
You said if I'm totally established, I got it.
25K, I'm giving it.
Are you okay? Now think about it.
Oh, no, it's fine.
This is a
you got it once?
money. Right, but if you giving this money to your parents and you're saying, okay, are you prepared to say, I'm not getting it. I'm not going to give this money.
I am.
Respectfully, as much money as I've like gotten from my father, if I have it, go ahead. I don't like, because I honestly feel like I owe him more than that. So it's just like,
if we're going toe for toe,
you feel me? Like, it's mad stuff. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of things that I really owe you for a type time.
And what y'all have,
you feel me?
Contributed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but wait. So do y'all also feel like,
can I get some on this?
At some point,
because this was great.
I didn't ask to be here, so it's something that you had to do. Because I've heard kids say that bullshit.
I've never said that.
You had to do. I didn't ask to be here.
I get told that a lot.
You should smack him.
My children tell me that all the time.
No problem.
Is it the truth? Yes, but that's not something that
I would
say.
We can say that to our own parents.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Is it
every child can say that to their parent, to be honest.
That makes no sense. Nobody asked to be born. But that's not something that I would say to my parent. Like, I would never be like, oh, I didn't ask to, because that's not what the circumstance was at the time.
I didn't mean that.
So it that doesn't account for any, like, that's never a valid point in any situation to me.
If I had it and I was established and I could do it, I would.
I'm giving it.
Yeah.
And without any,
I don't.
Is there a time limit on how long they should take to repay your money?
Honestly, you don't have to repay me.
I'm all about being honest anyway. Like,
tell me what it's for.
What you need. If you need to just say you want, like, don't tell me you're gonna repay me. You're not. I'd rather, because if I could chalk it up as an L right from the door. But this is what it is. Yeah. So I could chalk it up as an L right from the door if you say you need it. I give it to you, boom, I know I'm never getting it back. When you tell somebody I'm gonna give it back to you, then it's like, oh, Now I'm expecting it. Then now it put me in my feelings if I don't get it back for some reason. Even if I still chalk it up to an L,
Right.
I still got something like, damn, why would she tell me she's gonna give it back to me if she wasn't going, you know? But anything I would give my parents, I chalk it up as an L anyway.
Yeah,
I've known
I'm not
a
gonna.
person who don't have any relationship with his son because he borrowed this money. He thought that he was going to be able to give it back. I'm going to give it back. I know I got 10. I'm going to get this. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to get it. And you couldn't. So that only made him and his son, it just tore the relationship.
But he tried to pay it back at all?
No. Well, it's not that he didn't try to pay it back. It's just that when he told him he was and the time that he was going to do it,
it didn't go through.
It probably because the communication wasn't there, to be honest.
Yeah,
no, facts. And I get it, because it's been times where I've done that with my parents. Not intentionally, you know, things happen. But when it comes down to like the same question that you asked, I wouldn't expect the money back, to be honest. Because it's like, once again, like, you're my parent.
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
So
it is
should
what
we
it
not
is.
expect it back if you say, hey, mom, can I borrow?
It's subjective. What's
agree.
the situation? What do I need it for? Am I asking you because, like, oh yeah, like I'm short this week, like I had to
But
pay
I'm not
this
asking for
bill and that bill and
25K
that
though.
bill?
Is it a cap like 8
Right.
balls though, for y'all as parents?
No, because I still borrow and ask if I need it. And I get
Okay.
cursed out if I don't repay it.
I'm not asking for 25K, so let's start there. I would never feel comfortable asking my
No,
parents
that's
for
a little
25K.
steep. But
Yo,
like,
what?
it's-
I need to mark up a
that's
whole
like-
business
but
plan
what
for
about
that.
like
Yeah,
$2,000? Yeah.
Like to pay my car or something, pay
No.
off my car.
2,000 is
like
too much?
No.
No.
Not
Respectfully,
2,000 is not too much.
no, for me personally, the most that I honestly ask my parents for, like at most, is like 150 if I need it. For real.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the time, because if it's anything
100.
more than that,
it's gonna
and
put
I
me
don't
in a
pay it
bind.
back,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
expecting it back,
Now we're keeping tabs.
oh,
Yeah, I ain't really
that's an
big.
investment right there in my
Yeah.
eyes. Anything over 150 in my eyes is like, yeah, nah, I'm good on that.
Most of the time, we're not expecting it back. Most of the time, it's responsibility.
I
We're
know.
not expecting it back. We don't expect shit back from motherfuckers. We don't expect that to give us back nothing. We don't.
You mother what?
Why you gotta cuss up?
Because
That's
what
rough.
we don't expect nothing
You don't
back.
even
It's just
gotta-
all about responsibility. And we try with responsibility because, again, I don't think y'all had to endure some of the bullshit that we had to go through when we were younger and we were growing up. So now, we try to make it to where you never have to see a hard day. Y'all never have to see anything crazy. No, nothing crazy.
That's-
you never have to know anything crazy.
I think
Can I say
everybody's
something?
experience is different though.
That's exactly what I was about to say. To be
Yeah.
honest, like time. Okay, don't get me wrong. You guys went through, some things. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's taking that from you. But
Ain't no fault
times
in
have
$50
changed, and listen,
Say it.
time.
Come on now.
Yo, bro.
Because-
But respectfully,
You know what I mean?
times have changed, and with times changing, the situations also change. So the things that you guys went through, we may not have to go through
But we
it,
go through
but we
different,
also
you know
go
what I'm
do
saying?
different
Other
things.
things
It's not.
that
It
you
may not
cannot
be as
relate
tough
to.
in your
Yeah,
eyes.
you wouldn't be able to relate to
You
stuff
feel
that everybody
me?
went through in this
To it.
time.
I like that you bring that
Yeah.
up, right? So, how often do any of you check in with your own parents and say, hey, mom, how dad? Hi, dad.
Hold on, I got you.
Like what? You need anything?
talk
Like
to
something
my
No,
like
not
that?
about if you
Yeah.
need anything.
Like-
On their wellness. How's everything?
Oh,
talk to her
all the
Are
time.
you okay?
every single day.
It's different. It's different for each parent.
Hey, can I
but all the
say
time.
this real quick?
On
I'm
my-
gonna show it to you as well, so
Go ahead.
nobody doesn't. You feel me? So on Monday, I text my stepmom. I don't even call her stepmom, but my stepmom, right? I text her and I was like, "Love you." I knew she was going through some things, so I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me text her." She wrote me back the same day, and then on Wednesday, I texted her like, "Hey, you're good?" Like, I do this with my parents, bro. Like, I don't have
Good,
time.
because
Like,
not
I-
all children do check in
I
and
can't
be
say
like,
it grew
what
to
you
that
got
point.
going on?
I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was doing that.
I wasn't
always like that. Nah.
I wasn't
if
always
I'm
like that
being-
neither.
If I'm being honest, because
It came with
I
time.
live with my mother, it's a situation of I can check on her. She's literally right there.
Yeah, that's
So
how it is
I,
with my
I
grandmother.
speak to
Are
her.
you doing
I,
it?
I speak to her and I check
Yeah.
on her literally every single day. Tosh can attest to it. Now, where I did lack was my relationship in that sense with my father.
I
So
heard some good things about you. You know. He said to me the other day on the phone, you know it's crazy when I see Imani more than I see you. I said, okay. So Imani coming up.
You didn't see your father as much because
I didn't. I wasn't. You growing up, if we gonna be honest, for the ones who like to be outside was your thing. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Outside, you made outside.
Outside was
you made outside a priority in a sense.
That's a fact.
But
You went
the same
outside,
thing, like,
but in that sense, I wasn't on some like. I would call my father, text my father, check up on my father, but I wasn't doing it as often as I know I should have been.
but I think as far as
That's
male
every.
parents,
I feel like
So-
honestly,
male
I feel like
parents
it's a lot
like
of
with
people.
daughters, like a daughter, like we different. We a little different.
Yeah.
Like sports, it's
Yeah.
different. And I used to talk to him about that. Like you got to
Completely
put a different type of
Yeah, and
effort
also
in.
he
different,
also because he would say
different.
to me, I speak to Karan. Y'all know him and Karan are.
But they speak about
He
sports
speak,
and
yeah,
music.
I speak to
and,
Karan and I speak to Shelby, and I'm like, Daddy, y'all talk about basketball, music. I can talk to
What
you
are we
about
talking
music.
about?
Yeah.
I cannot talk to you about sports.
What are we?
I can't. I literally cannot.
How
talk
was
to you.
work? No.
You gonna ask me every time we speak how was work? Work was work.
So if
that's-
anything, that sounds like y'all just gotta find like some.
We
Yeah,
yeah,
common
we
ground.
we definitely have
relate.
learned
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
we've learned to do
That's
stuff like
just
that.
But
But
I
I
used to tell him
definitely
the
check
same
up
shit,
on
like,
him.
like, yo, it's a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, like, like
Yeah.
we all at the house. We watching basketball, playing a video game. Monty sitting there on her phone. Like, who want to be sitting here?
Yeah.
Right.
Cheap.
It would be times where he would be like, everybody is coming over, aunts, cousins, everybody. And everybody's watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
What? At that point, I'm going down the hall to Nancy house because I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. So at this point, it's just like,
You're just wasting your
But
time.
that's
But
why
Yeah.
I always
also,
said,
I feel like that's different than checking in on their mental health and their
I
well-being.
check in
That's
no
just
on
like
that, but I do
Yeah.
check in on
Yeah.
his mental health and vice versa.
I
But
feel
I
like
don't do it to him as often as I.
You feel like you're
Talk
not
to my
doing
mother.
it.
I check in
I
as much
feel
as
like-
I can.
At this point in my life, I'm very. It's gonna sound so bad.
But it's
I'm very
Fine.
like overwhelmed with everything I have going on to the point where
That's
I don't feel like I
understandable.
have the capacity to.
Pour into. Or
Yes, I
even-
can't
yeah.
pour from an empty cup. Like I feel like right now it's empty. Like I don't
so
have
in
it right
That's
now.
reverse, being that
understandable.
you don't feel like you have enough to pour into your mom because you're going through everything that you're going through or whatever you're dealing with, do you expect her to pour more into you and recognize what you're going through and see if you need help
You
and
know
to
what's
check in on
crazy?
your wellness?
Yes,
Of
But you know
course.
why? Because when I was younger, I felt like it was flipped. I felt like when I was younger, I was constantly checking in on her because I know what she was going through at the time. And now it's like I'm at the low point, and I want her to fill into me, to
That's
pour
what's
into
up.
me. And then when it flips again, when she gets older, I'm going to expect for me to fill into her cup. You know, like I think that it's kind of like it flips over time. So, I don't know, it's difficult.
What is the one thing you want your mother to stop asking you?
You said what?
Yeah, just one, because I know it's a whole damn list. One thing you want her to stop asking you.
Sheesh.
We not even mans right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You said, wait, what? I missed that.
We not mans
Oh. No.
right now.
One
Neither one of
thing
y'all.
I asked you to do.
One no.
Imani.
It's not. The question is not for you.
No, it's for her.
The question is not for
It's
you.
for her.
And you still going back to that.
Ooh.
My clothes. She will take my jacket. It's cute.
I do like any other mother-daughter
You
duo.
should be flattered.
You take.
That's a
But the
fact.
thing is,
Imani.
y'all want to do that? Y'all take
I do that
from
with
your
my
mother
pops.
and not give it back too.
She does that.
All the time.
So
Be flattered.
So I'm supposed to feel
So that's it.
That's it.
All the time.
But the question again wasn't for you.
It was not
So
for you.
Yeah, everybody. What do you want her to stop
Right,
asking
answer
you?
the question.
Maya, what's one thing you want your mother to stop asking you?
Next, Maya. What is one thing you want your mother?
I would like for her everything. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Everything she asked me is valid. I just don't want to hear it at the time.
That's a fact.
Is there ever a good time?
That's
though?
about it.
I just don't want to hear it at the time. If
feel that.
I'm
I feel
in
that.
bed, it's like, oh my, can you go pick up the da-da-da, or take your clothes out the dryer, or like, can you da-da, and I'm just like, All right. Like I work and I work hard and I work crazy hours. Like,
But she works.
I know, but I work more hours. Like I work over 80 hours every week. So it's like when I get home, I want to be
Every
lazy.
week?
Yes,
Yeah,
I want
that's
to be
what people
lazy.
do.
That's insane.
Every week.
80 hours?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
over
I'm about
80
to
hours.
say,
per-
you
sorry,
on
I was
sorry.
about to
slave
say,
shit.
God.
No.
I was like, yo, are they hiring? Wait a minute, because I don't
hiring?
check.
I don't want to go there.
No, I'm gonna go there because
Right now,
that
every 2 weeks. Sorry,
That's
I'm thinking about my
a
paycheck and my
She's
paycheck.
an
over
addiction
80 hours
slave.
that
every
time and a half
80
is
hours every
insane.
week.
Let's talk about it. If it was 80
I
hours
want to
a
be
week,
lazy when I get
So
home.
my takeaway is stop asking you shit at not a good time. It's not a good time right now.
Like when
Not
I get
after
home from
work.
work,
honestly,
Not
just
on
do
the
a temperature
weekend.
the
check.
weekend is
Literally.
okay.
Yep.
Just
That's
do a
it.
temperature check before you
Yeah.
ask questions.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's you.
Hey,
shooting
how you
stuff
doing?
off.
How's everything
You wanna-
going? Like, honestly, most people, when you ask them certain questions, they give you the answers without even telling you the answers verbally.
What,
Just watch
body
their
language?
body
You wanna know
language and their
what-
You want to know what's
faces.
a temperature
I can't
check?
hide my facial expressions.
You know how y'all used to come home from work when we was kids? And you look pissed off?
and we just
And I
knew
wanna-
not to
and
say
I
nothing
wanna
to you.
icy.
I was in my
But I see your
room.
face when you walk through the door. So I
can't
turn
answer
around.
it. I can't
She's
answer
not
it.
going to give me an icy right now.
No.
She is pissed off. Let me
Yo,
ask
No,
her
what?
you can't go
an hour.
to your
Imagine-
friend's house.
Look me
No,
in
you
my
can't
face.
have an icy. No, I'm not making you food. No, you
Yes.
can't have
Yo,
an
That's a
what?
temperature
If
check.
my
I seen
mother
you when you
walked
came
in
through the
the
door.
If
That's
my
it.
mother walked in the crib with the ill face after work, let me tell you something.
You know what it is.
I knew that I wasn't asking my mother to cook nothing because she was going to tell me it's food in the fridge. Go
Figure it
make
out.
something
That's
yourself.
it.
Figure it out.
Right.
And I'm just
And I go
like,
for men
you
too.
know what? Before I even feel that heartbreak, I'm going to see what you got going on. And I'm just going to say
That go-
no.
Yeah.
That's
Mentally,
a
no.
temperature check.
No.
So y'all better respect that too when y'all about to ask for shit.
That's perfectly
I actually
fine.
do temperature checks.
That's a
I know
fact.
when she's in the
We
mood
already know
and when
that.
she's
I
in the
feel
mood
like
to
she
be
never in the
social
mood.
and when she's not in the mood.
That's a
when I
fact.
go in her room and
never.
she
You heard me?
when I go in the room and she always
I feel like you're never in the mood to be asked.
Oh, in the mood, never in the mood.
In the mood to be
Not in
asked
a
like
mood.
You hostile as hell. That's what they're trying to say. You hostile as hell.
Basically.
yeah.
Name 2 things that you do better than your mother.
Oh, God.
Shit, I mean, my mother ain't sitting here.
My mother may see this, so I don't even know if I want to answer that.
What do I? The only thing I could really
Ooh.
attest to is not having a child at my age right now. Because
I'm proud of y'all for that. I will say
Yeah.
y'all have kids later on. I'm not gonna say that.
I wasn't
it's not that you regret them. You can
No,
say,
not at all.
yeah,
I
You could have had better timing.
yeah.
Yes, like when I
that's
started
okay.
with Quran, because that's when I really wanted a child.
Yeah.
Shut up.
right in front of us.
Don't be talking about my baby daddy and her father.
Like,
That a baby daddy.
what's wrong with my father? As a father, I ain't thinking about him as your business.
As a lover.
As a father. Hey, listen.
That a baby daddy.
Y'all business with him, them as men, that's y'all business.
Listen.
As a dad,
That's between them and Jesus. I don't got nothing to do with
I can
that,
say that.
and y'all could just leave that.
That's not
Not
one.
having children at a younger age, which is very good because I like that y'all travel and y'all do stuff and y'all are productive.
But to be honest,
Excuse me.
if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that there's really anything that I do better than my mother. Because she made me who I am. So it's just like
One
sweet
thing
answer.
that you want your
oh
parents
God,
to stop
I
asking
shouldn't be
you
sweet,
squeeze
right?
that shit out. Let me get my list out.
I'm trying to think. Honestly, all the things that my parents have asked me where I'm at in my life right now, I kind of take heed to it. So before it was kind of like a, oh my God, like leave me alone. But now it's like a, okay, let me actually try to figure out what you're saying to me before I take offense to it, because I'm known for hearing something, taking it for what I see it, and then just running with it, like gone. So now I'm trying to listen more and do all this other stuff. But if If we're talking grandparents, though,
Maybe.
Nah, I love my grandmother. Don't do that. No. Facts.
They be the ones.
Nah, yeah, no. You gotta understand. I live with my grandmother, so it's a completely different dynamic. Yes, I live with my grandmother.
I love her to death. I couldn't do that.
Listen, it's a dynamic. I'm trying to tell you, because it's the first person that we both talk to when stuff goes left is my father. So he's just like, yo, leave me out of it. Like, I don't want no parts. And I'm just like, well, this is your mom.
Let me tell you what your mother did.
And oh my God. That's exactly how I started. I was like, yo, let me tell you what your mom's did. Because she said this. And he's just like, yo, that has nothing to do with me. I don't live over there. And then he'll just be like, so how's work? How's this? How's that? And I'm just like, so you don't care.
Grandmother calls, you better get your son before I fuck him up. I know.
And then that's exactly what happens in that conversation too. So now, like, the only thing I think I figured it out for me personally. Like, as long as my grandmother asks me a question or she'll tell me to do something, I try. Keyword try. I try to do it when I have the time mentally. Like, don't ask me to do it at the wrong time because I'm just not moving.
You see how you...
Oh my God!
At the whole mentally thing,
y'all think that it's real.
I think that we are the first generation to take mental health seriously.
We communicate way better than y'all.
Yes,
way better.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think we are the first generation to really take mental health seriously.
Because
and if we're being honest, a lot of millennials and anybody in our age range, or even Gen Zers for that matter.
No, yes, a fact.
We all have anxiety, depression, anything. But when we were younger, we couldn't say that. You know why? Depress them damn dishes.
That's a fact. Oh my God.
Statements like, oh, y'all just soft. No, nigga.
Yes.
I'm tired.
We soft. Or y'all don't have shit to be mad at.
Do is go to school.
Y'all don't have nothing to be depressed about. Y'all don't work. Y'all don't do this, and we're not taking that away from y'all because y'all did a damn good job at what y'all did with us.
Right.
Y'all did a very good job.
It's just different.
But it's y'all.
But it's
like I said before, the times have changed and the situations changed as well.
Work through it. It's like,
that's understandable.
I'm depressed. I have anxiety. I'm anxious. I'm all of these things, but I got to keep going because why? The bills is due. I got to take care of this.
We do the same thing.
We just acknowledge the fact that we were suffering.
And then y'all be hostile as hell.
Because it looks different.
I never had the time to.
But what I'm saying is, that whole thing white folks got going on called like gentle parenting.
Yeah.
All that shit is just acknowledging what you got going on.
That's really all it is.
To be honest,
that's all it is.
I'm not soft at all, and I'm not.
But what I'm saying is,
you have to learn how to
like
be.
Let your kid get away with murder. It's more like
understand them.
So you could be a little more patient. Like it ain't about like let them tear your shit up. It's
but
like,
y'all are adults now, so
no. So here's the thing, right? So like I said to you before, like when it comes down to conversations with me and my parents, like I tell them anything. There's conversations that me and my parents have where they're just like, I think I told y'all this story before. It was something on the lines of like, I think we was all just drinking and we was smoking and stuff, and we was just like, yo, my pops asked me, are you a touch me not? And I'm just like,
oh, what?
A touch me not.
A touch me not. So a touch me not is
you don't like to be touched.
I got you right. That's a fact.
All the extra?
Yeah, but I don't. It is what it is. Respectfully.
Not y'all surprised that she don't even know.
You know what it is.
I know. I didn't know it was a
question for parents.
Yeah.
Like a touch.
Oh no, yeah.
There's lingo.
So when he asked me that, I looked.
But what's wrong with Terrence asking? Because he probably heard or learned it himself.
But you know what's crazy? Because that was a situation. But watch this. Though, hold on. But wait. Watch this. So that was a situation. My pops heard about it on Love and Hip Hop.
See?
And he asked me. He was like, "Yo, are you there?" I was like, "Hell no! Are you crazy?"
You
like,
answer?
Yes.
I would have respectfully looked at Craig.
Yes.
Don't play with me.
No,
listen. But you want to know why? But you want to know why? So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So here's the thing. It's a different dynamic with me and my pops.
Shelby.
As far as like for me and my parents, I'm transitioning. So it's a lot of things that they have questions about. So I don't want to leave them in the dark to have somebody ask them the questions and they're just like, well, I don't know. So it's just like you asked me this question.
No, because
Is her touching me not basically saying like when you're into
it is what it is? But because you know
so
what
that would be considered a sexual question. Am I lost?
But what's wrong with?
But you gotta
about
you feel like me personally. It's really just a matter of like
I sex life.
I've seen things. I don't care at this point. I've seen things. I don't care at this point, bro. Like, unfortunately,
I like that you say that because it's things that I don't want y'all to be sensitive, right? We're all adults here. So, for example, I want to bring up something, but then I don't know if this person is going to be offended right now. So now I can't. On my show, we speak candid, right? So for Mother's Day, my goddaughter gifted me a vibrator.
That's dope.
As you should.
Listen, but I think that y'all have that relationship.
But I also got it from my mother.
Yeah,
but y'all also have that relationship.
I don't have that relationship with my mother.
I feel like y'all two have that.
But can I ask you a question?
I'm not buying you no vibrator, girl. Please.
Did you walk by her and say like have you used it yet? No, you didn't ask her that.
Yo, listen, wait, hold on. Chris is around the corner. All you gotta do is just go on it.
You gotta ask your mama, yo, that vibrator I gave you, you use it. Exactly.
Listen, it's a 24/7 sex store right on Fulton.
I don't have that relationship with my mom. I don't feel like.
Listen, it's a 24/7 sex store on Fulton, so just
It is just brand new.
You feel me? Romantic Depot. Yeah, they know my face.
We both sent.
I don't think she was kind of taken aback by it, and that's fine.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
When it was the question, like, what do you think that you do better than your parent? And I feel like one of the things for me is like sexuality wise, I'm way more like open.
That's a fact.
Honest and nothing is taboo for me, right? So for me to give her that, I could tell
yeah, she's cringing bad.
I could tell that she was kind of like,
oh,
like, okay,
right, like daughter.
What do you like, what do you think
I'm not buying you a vibrator. I don't want
it was
to.
Easy. It was like, oh, like it's
I
great.
don't want to open that door. So what it sounds like you don't want to open that door at that.
No, the thing is, because if I feel like with us, right? If I buy you a vibrator, that's opening a whole.
Don't let it go too far.
Yes.
She don't know where to stop.
I just don't.
She don't know where to stop.
Yes.
She's gonna be able to tell me like, well, let me tell you what happened with such and such and such. And that's like, wait,
you know I
Yo, wait! Imagine she come in your room
with it.
Yo, imagine she come in your room like, girl, look, let me tell you.
Yo,
I do not want that.
Right.
I don't want it.
You gotta set the boundaries.
Yes, as open.
You gotta
as
set
we
boundaries.
Are,
that's all.
As open as we are and as close as we are, the one thing
we're gonna keep that.
We
together.
keep that. I know. Yes,
we're gonna keep that shit together.
You're hunching. You know I'm hunching. That's all. We just keeping it at that. Yeah. We don't need to take it as far as. No, it's okay. Because I know my mother.
I'm good, bro.
I just know. Yes, I know my mother. Because I know if I give you, yes, if I give you a sex toy of any sort. Here, auntie, there you go. Boom, you like, yes.
You never hear about the sex toy again. What's the question? You said.
One thing I like about our particular group is we are sexually progressive here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Taz, if you don't mind me sharing, you did mention that you were in transition.
Yes.
Shelby, my daughter,
love that for you.
I never even seen a dude naked in front of me.
Okay, my
if it wasn't like what about
She's a lesbian.
She's a lesbian. My goddaughter is. Okay.
I'm the B in the LGBT.
Okay,
hello.
she's bisexual.
As you should.
Okay,
I didn't even know that. I learned something new today.
Imani is a hetero. I'm a hetero. My sister's a lesbian. Wait, heterosexual? Are you not hetero?
Leave me alone, bro. I ain't say nothing.
Close my jacket.
I ain't say nothing.
Close my
You know what? I just realized I gotta go walk my pet dolphin. I will be right back. My pet dolphin, I'll be back in no time. Don't even trip on it.
I ain't saying that.
Listen, whatever you do is what you do, and that's just that on that.
I'm very open about stuff like that. I have dabbled in same sex.
We
all share that at this table.
Yeah, but I probably have dabbled a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more than that side. Okay, then that side.
Girl, I ain't dabbled in nothing. I ain't dabbled in nothing.
Shelby?
What?
So, but the thing is, I probably wouldn't say, I don't know, because I've asked my friends that are LGBTQ+, and they all would say that they would be like, I don't think that you are bisexual, maybe bi-curious.
I don't think so either.
Because I don't see myself in a relationship
and I feel
with
like
a woman.
that's the determining factor. It's like, could you see yourself with a person of the same sex?
Yeah, I don't
like
see
if
myself.
you can't see it, then
I don't see myself marrying
sexuality
a woman.
to me is just fluid. Like you
I think that I just think
fluid.
Like all over
See,
the
that's
place.
what I was gonna say. Fluid
It's
instead
fluid.
of bi.
Yeah, it's fluid. Like you might meet somebody. I don't know if I might meet somebody, but you might meet somebody, and
I'm telling you, Shelby.
What?
I'm sorry. I still see you pregnant.
That's a possibility.
That could happen.
IVF.
That ain't got nothing to do with me and my sexuality.
Right.
IVF.
It's 2022.
Okay.
That could very much happen.
They are genetically engineering babies at this
Get
point.
that out your head, because I ain't having nobody kids.
You say that now, but
I'm about to say, she's not doing it.
I still see that.
Oh, you was waiting for me to hit.
No, I still
She's not
I ain't
doing
having
it.
nobody babies.
Shelby is 28. I'm not taking you serious right now. I still see you
Catch me at 30, baby.
No, I still see. Yeah, I still see you pregnant.
Cool.
I do. I still see.
I just told you I'm
Shelby
not having
pregnant,
nobody's kids.
and I'm gonna have a
You don't want
grandbaby, and
I
we're
don't wanna
gonna be
have
on
anyone.
She doesn't want to
TikTok.
have.
Oh, you don't want to.
She don't want-
have
yeah.
a child.
Yeah.
That's a waste of life.
But that makes sense,
Yes.
though.
That's a waste
Okay.
of 9 months. I ain't got time for that. Wait, I'm sorry. 10. I ain't got time for that.
Jesus, take the wheel. Maya, my question is: did your parents talk to you about sex, or did you learn it in school?
I learned it from my friends. I learned it from the internet.
That's a fact.
I never had a sex talk with my parents. I never had.
I had a weed talk with my
period
parents. That was
talk
about
with
it.
my parents. I never had anything. I think they assumed that I was doing everything already, so they felt
you
like they
skipped the
didn't
talk?
need to. Yeah, they felt like they didn't need to address any of that with me, which was wrong because I didn't lose my virginity until I was a senior in high school.
That's late.
Do you wish
I
they
know.
would have spoken to you?
100%.
Would you talk to your children?
Oh, 1,000%.
And at what age would you start?
Ooh, younger than you would think.
Ooh,
Now
what's
you
the
gotta start
age?
young.
What's the
Younger than
age?
these
Put me
days
on.
you
Put me
do.
on.
I'm thinking.
As soon as they get a phone.
I'm thinking.
No, respectfully, as soon as you
Yes.
no, that's
You
a
get a
fact
cell phone?
though.
You start talking to them
Yes.
about sex.
Because
Absolutely.
Because you could just
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It will be on Pornhub.
everywhere.
What do you mean? You could go on Pornhub? What do you mean? You could go right in the back door, right on Twitter. What are you
Twitter.
talking about?
Twitter after dark.
Because Twitter's wild now.
Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not
my
after dark
God.
anymore.
Twitter in the daytime.
Yeah, it's not even after dark anymore.
Twitter in the daytime.
Yes.
It ain't no
You can go on Twitter. You don't need no OnlyFans. Go on Twitter.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, let me tweak the.
As long as it's
Let me
within like a
tweak
certain
the-
amount of time, you can post a clip and it could be
Yup.
whatever.
Talking
you
about what we gonna do is let me tweak your settings and show you the dark side of Twitter because it gets crazy.
Yes.
It's on there.
I was like, oh no.
Twitter definitely goes there.
Yeah.
Honestly, Twitter is
Yeah,
better
it's a
than
whole
than
life on
sites.
Twitter.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, younger, way younger than
so before middle school.
I would say like. Wait, how old is that?
That's like, I feel like middle school is a good time. So like,
Before 12.
I think like 9,
Yeah.
10.
Whenever,
for real.
because children now,
I
I
agree.
would say probably I would plan it with like whenever, if I had a daughter, whenever she started like getting her period or like
Menstrual.
asking questions about her period, I would probably bring it up then. I would just do everything all in one
I thought
and be
it was a
like,
good idea.
hey, you have questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrence ain't never told
Like,
me about
My
sex.
father never did that.
I ain't never.
My father has never had a sex talk with me, but he definitely had
a pregnant
a
talk.
talk about the boys, like on some part of my French, like niggas ain't shit.
You've been cussing ever since you said
so
that.
you need to do that.
You said
wow.
But that's how it is. But my mother definitely had a sex talk. Well, y'all heard her sex talk.
Yeah, you want to know what my mother told me?
What?
We at dinner. Pass me the wine. And Jeannie, I know you fucking.
Oh.
That is on that
was like
note.
a
Can I
reveal.
get
Oh.
on another note?
How did she know? How did she?
I don't know if
Life.
she knew, but that just was.
I'm
Life,
not
I
gonna
don't
lie
know.
though. You definitely
Oh, that's
thought that
it?
I was having sex
Jeez.
way before I was ever.
Appreciate it.
Because Jeannie's wild now.
I was a late bloomer.
You thought you thought I was having sex way before I was
But to
having
be fair,
sex.
I'm not.
put
I
myself
plead
on
the
blast.
fifth for all of this. My pop's not here, so.
I'm gonna put myself on blast. All my friends were doing it way before me.
Yep.
So I was saying,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I did that too. Like,
Oh, just to be.
I did it.
I did
Just
it,
said,
yeah,
yeah.
like, yeah. But
It's
in
times.
reality, I
It's
was
times.
17.
I honestly feel like it's times where I've done that too. So
Yeah, like I.
it is what it is.
At some
Especially if
point,
you're a late bloomer.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Everybody really.
Everybody wants to
junior
fit
high
in
school, they
at
was
Yeah.
any given
crazy.
point.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They was getting.
It
on.
wasn't until
I
I was
had
actually
everything
doing
late.
it where I'm like, oh, I'm not
Everything
saying
late.
nothing to
Yes.
nobody. Like,
Then exactly when
Oh.
it happened, it was the biggest secret. I was
What?
like, oh my god, my mother
Yeah, you'll
kill
talk about
me.
sex so much before it happens, and then when
Yes.
it happens, you'll never say
I don't
Yes.
honestly, I don't even
Oh,
care
yes.
now.
Nobody even know.
Yeah, I'm like, my mother's gonna kill me. I can never
Respectfully,
say anything.
Exactly.
No, in
Jesus.
that moment, that's a fact. But after a while, like my parents already know. Like my
Yeah.
first period class in high school when I was a junior.
See, yeah.
If you thought I was going, you had another thing coming.
See, I was
He
as
already,
bad as
no,
him.
I told no, respectfully.
I
Like,
was.
I already told. Like I told him this already.
I used
Like,
to date
I think
a
I told him
girl
this
down
when we
the
was in
block from
Jamaica.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I told them this while we was in Jamaica. Like, so they already know this. But my first period class, I wasn't going. I was right up the block.
Wow. Shelby, are you
Then-
practicing safe sex?
Of course, absolutely. I'm a grown individual.
Yeah.
Do y'all know about Laurels?
Fuck is that?
What are you
Okay,
saying?
so-
Jeannie don't even know about Laura was based off her face.
Laurels is a new company. I'm sure I want to get them as a sponsor, but it's a latex panty.
Oh.
To have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's between you and
Okay,
Jesus. So
yeah,
I'm gonna let you talk about that on your
You
own.
know what? It's not okay.
Yeah.
So would I try that? Yes. If I was still serial dating, yes, I would do that.
A
Try
latex
that.
panty?
Yeah.
Instead of like the dental dam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never used that in my entire life.
Dental dam?
Dental dam,
Never in
I
my
don't
life.
know.
I have.
That sounds
I need
traumatizing.
to.
I've never.
I have, yeah.
So
never.
saran wrapping it?
That too. I've used that too.
I've never used saran
Never
wrap.
done
No,
that.
Yeah.
You have to understand. Even though you may not be penetrated or what have you, your mouth.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Oh
It's
no,
an
we know
orifice.
that.
My
It's
mother
an
had the
orifice.
sex
That's a
talk with me.
fact.
She let me
Yeah, I
know
know.
straight up.
No,
She like,
no, I know.
You catch something
I
I know a few people that did.
Yes, everything.
Trichomoniasis.
Think, hold on. You got this table
And
wood?
they would just
I still believe in that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, bro, no, that's a fact.
Oh, that's one thing. That is
Knock on
one
wood for
thing
sure.
I do not play about.
Yeah.
Is my health.
Let's
when
make
I'm-
sure
when
that
it
you
comes
good.
when it comes to sex and my sexual intercourse and partners and everything. No,
At
I'm
this
not.
age, it's like,
Because
I
I
get
don't
something,
play
I know
that.
who to go knock. I know who to go knock
That's
out.
You
a
know,
fact.
I don't have to
right.
get
But
Oh yeah,
at
and
the
I
same
exactly.
time,
I know
but
exactly.
honestly,
No
honestly,
mixing,
it be
mingling. I don't do
no
that.
mixing and
I'm
mingling,
into that.
but at the
Mix
same
and
time,
mingling.
you never know for real
What you
with certain
mean,
because some
front to
people
back?
don't be saying
That
stuff.
mix?
No, I mean like sleeping with different
No,
people.
sleeping
Yeah,
with-
facts,
What
facts.
are you talking about?
I'm fine, but nah, like some people
But
you
that's
don't know.
also very
That's a-
true because you
Yeah.
could be
In a
hunching on
relationship.
somebody who you think
Is you
is
feel me
clean.
Gucci
But
and then
at
they.
that point, if I, God forbid, come back with
That's
something,
a fact.
I know
You
I can
still
trace
know
it
what
back
I'm
to
saying.
you.
That's a fact
I know
because
you
I
go
my
knock
niggas
out.
Yeah.
get tested.
Yeah, and
Let's get
And
that
as soon as
down
something
now.
comes up
Pinpoint
negative,
finger.
That's a
we're
fact.
gonna have an issue.
That's a
That's
fact.
one thing I'm not.
I'm not with none of that
Nope.
at all.
Shelby,
What up?
would you prefer if your parents were still together?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Absolutely
No, I
not.
second that. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I third that as well. I'm good.
They were young. Let me explain myself. Let
I'm
me explain
good.
myself. Let me
My
explain
birth
myself.
parents, I am okay.
Yeah,
Like they
really
are
young when
perfectly
they
fine
conceived
without.
me.
Okay.
And I know them very well, and they are very different. And it's no way on God's green earth they're compatible. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Felt.
No, as
Absolutely
an
not.
adult, you know, you can
That's-
see.
As a
you're
kid,
that's a
fat.
fact.
just dreaming.
Right, but as an adult,
No, I wasn't
if
dreaming.
my father was still here, there is no way on God's green earth that my mother and my father should be together.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
not.
way.
No.
Respect-
I love them.
See that?
There's no way.
No, I'm
No.
good.
Respectfully,
Why not?
You can't be with
I'm
Craig.
good. The one thing I
Because you can be
commend y'all
lesbian.
for, the one thing exactly.
and that's just not on that. You ain't gotta say nothing else. You ain't gotta say nothing else. So, but
One thing I commend y'all for, no.
Chickens or pizza, no.
No, one thing I commend y'all for is that I've never in my entire life I have ever seen y'all argue or anything in front of me.
Oh, really?
Never,
I
ever,
agree.
ever.
No, she never.
Never, ever,
I've
ever.
never seen
Not
my
in
mother
front
and
of me.
father
Never.
do that.
that's definitely
Never,
impressive.
never.
Kudos for that, for real.
But
I've known they
Nah,
go, they
Jeannie,
go
yeah,
it's
out
not
I've
there,
it.
known it. Yes.
but I've never seen
But
them in
yeah.
action. Yeah.
And it's okay.
Now
And
you
I
and
don't think,
Terrence?
but I don't think y'all are just too. No,
Like,
it's just no.
you
Y'all
know,
are
it's-
way too different
They
people.
different.
On some like, if y'all were, because opposites attract, whatever.
People say that
But
shit all the time.
right.
That
That's
doesn't
real.
mean it. That's
That's
they don't
not
mean
real,
nothing.
man.
But I don't think that
Just
y'all
like the
would.
grass is green on the other side.
Right.
Bitch, it is.
I wouldn't.
I don't even like it over here.
that y'all would be. I don't think y'all would be good together.
Absolutely not. I don't-
No,
yeah.
I'd be irritated.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you think your parents... Shut up, Taz.
Oh my God.
Get on my
Think
nerves.
your parents displayed a good example of what it means to be
No.
in a healthy relationship?
Ooh.
She already knew what was coming.
And-
Don't ask me that, 'cause I'm gonna have to comment on you
No,
and
but
Terrence. So
can
just don't
I'll
ask me that.
explain though.
I'm you next.
I'll explain. I could
Oh
tell
my God.
it's like hindsight is always 20/20, right? That's what they say.
Mhm.
So now as an adult, I could see that my parents were both going through it. Like both of them. Like my mom had her issues, my dad had his issues, and they had their issues together, right? So I feel like no, the answer is just no.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
no.
I can attest to that.
It's no.
Yeah.
Because even though I didn't have my mother and father in the house together,
seen
I
an
did come
example,
from a
yeah.
2-parent household.
So it wasn't
And it was not healthy. It was, Lord knows, God rest her soul. I love my stepmother. But that, y'all were not, no, it's okay.
No.
Yeah,
And
it wasn't,
honestly,
I didn't see it. I saw a lot of her, and I was way more in tune than y'all would have like known.
agree with
That's a
Because
fact.
remember, I was
Agreed.
also in high school when a lot of stuff was happening.
I
So
agree
I
with
was
that.
way more in tune than
I think
what
they don't
A
realize
lot
y'all
of
would have
people
known.
think
Yeah.
that's a fact.
And I'm sure,
remember.
especially
Remember,
you,
yeah.
wanted to hide things from me because that's just what you do as a parent. You try to protect your child.
Yeah.
But I was way more in tune. So I saw a lot of nonsense on whoever's end, but especially on her end, it would be her doing something. And then she would just miraculously, you would have all these watches and shoes and bags and stuff like that. And to me, that's not like
And I will-
healthy
I
to
will
me
say on
because
my part,
you still going through it. So
it's not enough love shown. Like
No.
y'all easily
Right.
show us the crazy shit.
what not to do.
yes,
Yeah, it's
yes.
But relationships it's duality, right?
What
It's
you
both
saying?
sides, but it's like it's not enough love shown. Like I
I
don't candidly remember like a lot of affection and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So you can't just show us one side. A relationship does not mean no arguments. That's not. It's impossible.
Right.
But you got to just as much as you show. I hate you, nigga. You got to show.
Yeah.
I love you,
you
nigga.
so
So,
much. Right.
That's a fact. I'm weak.
Yes.
There's not enough there's not enough of both sides because
Yeah.
it's
So-
not perfect. But when all you see is just the combativeness, it's like
Yeah.
hell no.
I mean,
And,
it wasn't
like-
I do have a-
bad, but
No.
It
After
wasn't
you- after
always,
you, I got a question.
No, it wasn't always
But
bad.
the good
But
times don't. It's not highlighted as
the
much.
combative,
It's more
the,
bad times.
the
Yeah.
combativeness that I was seeing was a little.
Yeah, it's not highlighted
It's
enough
a
for the
lot.
good times.
After you,
That's
Jeannie,
what-
because I
it
know you got
was-
something to say. After you, I got a
Is what y'all
question.
saying?
Yeah.
It affected you.
Oh, absolutely.
So-
Me personally, this is probably the first time ever hearing it, but me personally, the stuff that you went through with your ex-wife, that's a huge part of why I don't argue with people. Especially if I'm like talking to somebody, like a significant other. That's a part of the reason why I will not argue. As soon as somebody says something that I don't like, or I feel like they're trying to be combative, whether it's physically or just, yelling.
You shut down?
I shut down. I disconnect.
That's a
And
fact.
after that,
take
I
a
don't want
walk.
that.
You have a fear of what?
That is going to get physical at some
Too
point.
far.
Yeah. At some point, I feel like I'm gonna just beat the shit out of you.
So
like, stop talking to me like that. But I don't want that. And my father has also taught me, do not put your hands on
He
a
says
man.
that a lot. Yeah.
Because you don't know
what they're capable
what he's
of.
capable of.
You
could be
know.
putting your hands on that man all you want, and he don't want to hit you.
And then
one time, he just knock you out.
And we all know people who are like, not sufferers, but sufferers of domestic abuse.
Yeah.
So
we all know those people.
And domestic violence goes both.
So, vulnerable moment. I was actually in an domestic violence relationship. My parents knew and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
There was this female I was dating, and we both grew up in church and all this other good stuff. Life happened, and things got physical. It is what it is. It was what it was. But that situation on its own, it was kind of like a repeat in generation for me because my mom went through that.
Mm-hmm.
So with me seeing my mom go through that, I honestly thought with the way that she was handling herself, everything was okay. I took it for what it was. You feel me? Like, and I don't want you to get twisted. Like, I've seen some shit. Like, when it came out to my mom, I've seen some shit for real, like my birth mom. And it's really a matter of like, okay, once I kind of processed everything for what it was like, okay, let me take this time to separate, do what I gotta do, and make sure that I'm good. But it happens, like, and it'd be people that you really don't expect for real. So once you kind of like take the time to like, heal from certain situations and deal with whatever you gotta deal with, then things move the way that it's supposed to move. But all of that stuff, it really just a matter of you have to like, take accountability. I don't want to say take accountability for things that you do because that's not really something that you should say on the lines of like, what's the word I'm looking for? You had a role to play in that or you deserve something like that. It's really just a matter of like, okay, I could have handled the situation differently and maybe it didn't, play out that way. So I learned to work on my reactions because I'm known to be a time bomb. Like, I hold stuff in. So once the smallest thing just gets to me, it's just like, boom, like that's just it. So I learned to, what, let me just not say anything. Let me go take a walk, or let me go smoke, or let me go ease my mind before I say anything or do something that's out of character that may cause a different, approach from somebody else. So I don't know. That situation within itself is just.
But you and my father was the only real like example of like a relationship I seen in front of me for a long time. So like a lot of time I feel like the biggest thing I learned from y'all, if I had to say anything, is like I don't let shit blow over. Like, I'm not going to sleep and we gonna wake up and act like something that happened last night.
I'm not doing that. It's not like that.
You saw that a lot, I'm sure.
If we gonna stay up all night, wake up, nigga.
Yeah.
Get up. We're gonna stay up all night and figure
that's
this out.
progressive though.
Yeah. Y'all were also like infamous for doing stuff like that.
Yeah, you go to sleep, you wake up like, you want eggs? Like, no,
I would hear y'all like going back and forth.
It's like water under the bridge now.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
I would hear y'all going like, and y'all be in a room going back and forth. But obviously not trying, y'all don't want to let me know what's going on. And I feel like y'all both tried to protect me from that.
So did we really do a good job of protecting? Because it seems
I mean,
like
y'all did what y'all could.
Y'all
did what y'all could. Y'all did y'all best. Y'all did y'all best.
That you had.
Y'all did y'all best.
Because if I was going through what y'all were going through in your relationships and I have children, obviously I have to confront her at some point. But like, y'all were doing the best that you could with the situation. It's just a matter of, I don't know.
I got to do the best that I can with what I got.
But what I will say, though, is that for me, the only thing that I can really relate to is that the fact that I don't really believe in marriage.
I'm low-key getting there. I'm not even saying a lot to you.
I'm the opposite.
My parents were never married. So I can't look at them
directly. I
directly.
never married.
A lot
I know
of common
everyone thought,
common law.
I know, because they were together forever.
I didn't know that.
So everyone thought they were married. They were not married. But even aside from that, my grandmother has been married. You have been married. Other family members have been married. And it just seems like it doesn't mean anything because everything will still go wrong. If
The
you're
only
married or
marriage-
if you're not married.
It felt like it was just a piece of paper, like an agreement.
It's a business
Papa and
agreement.
Grandma.
It's
Carol
not.
and William.
But you,
And then I
don't
also have Jackie and Larry.
I'm the
but that's
opposite.
it.
Like
I don't
wanna
have
be
an
married.
example.
Like I really want that. I'm the
wanna be
opposite.
married
Yeah, I want to
for
be
real,
married.
for real.
I want
Yeah.
someone to change my mind.
Yeah.
But that's fair.
I
And
want
they want it to
someone to
mean
change my
something.
mind.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Right
Yeah.
now,
No,
in
that's
this
a
point
But
in
it's about,
time,
but that's why I
That's
said
fair.
with
That is
kids in
fair.
the house, it's about showing both sides. Like you just can't. The bad is highlighted. Y'all screaming and yelling to the top of y'all lungs when shit is wrong.
So now it's just
Y'all
like,
have
now I'm waiting
intimate
for somebody to show me
moments
the
in
good.
private.
We don't see the
that's-
intimate moments.
Yeah.
My friend and
You know what I mean?
my two friends, they're married. Her daughter is I think 2, and like they're pregnant now. She's super, super, super affectionate in front of her daughter. Like they kiss and they
I
hug
love that.
and yes, they do
Love
everything.
that.
You got to show both
To
sides.
sometimes to the point where people are like,
because they're not
like
used to seeing
they
it.
like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, that's what you're supposed
You know how
to
long
do.
it's
But you know what's crazy?
To somebody,
Gosh, are you
naturally,
doing that?
I
I'm
can't
lacking,
naturally be affectionate.
I lack affection.
Like holding your hand, hugging you. I can't do that.
1000%.
Bring it
I
in.
never seen nobody do that. I can't do
don't.
that.
I
doing it,
lack
yeah, I can
affection.
see you.
I
No,
can't do
I lack
that.
affection so bad
It's
to the
bad.
point where niggas will be like,
You like
too,
me?
you too masculine for me, bro.
So
oh, now you broing
But
me?
look,
This-
you know how to argue though.
this is the
Hello?
Get a
only
nigga ass.
thing.
You know how to argue.
Exactly.
This is honestly-
I know how to be like, stop playing with me if I smack you.
This is
I gotta do that.
this is
I can
probably
do that,
the
but I
only
can't
thing
be
that
like,
I will
oh, babe, I'm
disagree
so
with
yes,
y'all
I'm
on.
the opposite.
Yeah, like my pet. Yeah, like
Is that because your mom
Did you see
was
that?
affectionate with you or no?
Was she?
not necessarily. No, but you know what it is.
I
Honestly,
think that when you
no.
I think when you lack affection is either you're always gonna like if your parents lacked affection with you, it's either you're gonna lack affection
Or you're gonna be
the
over-affectionate.
complete
No, so
Yeah, that's a
so
good
the
one.
thing.
So like,
Damn,
I love.
damn,
Da, 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 da.
I'm
Yeah,
just
pretty
an
much.
I'm getting to
emotional,
that
like,
point now where it's
person.
like,
But it also
I don't know.
comes down to like the realization of that person. You feel me? Like once they
That's true.
start to like get to a point, like my grandmother, she's
There's
not
only
affectionate.
one guy that
You
ever
said
make me
she
mad.
is or
So.
My grandmother is not
Oh.
affectionate. The first time
No.
that my grandmother like really like that I remember was like, oh my God, I love you. And then right before like I'm walking out the door was like during like Regents. Like in high school.
not
like,
Regents.
yeah, like respectfully, like that was but that's just me from like you feel me, like remembering. I know it was probably more, but like
nah, but being vulnerable is hard as hell. Bro.
yo, bro, it
Yes,
is.
it
But then
is.
at the same time, as kids, you need to feel that.
Yeah, being
Yeah.
vulnerable is hard as hell. You know,
It
my
is.
therapist, I'm in therapy, you know,
Me.
grown people stuff.
Yeah.
You know, my
That's a
therapist asked me,
fact.
like, have you
Mental
ever told
health.
somebody they hurt your feelings?
Wait, say that again?
Have you ever told someone they hurt your feelings? Like,
I've
Yeah.
never
Do you
told
know?
anybody.
Yo,
I
do
love
you
that.
know?
Yeah, I've
Another
never
person
verbally
hurt
said
your
Yo,
that.
but
oh my God.
But on top of it being like hard to like say to somebody, do you understand the weight that's lifted off your shoulders when you tell
Yeah,
them
when you feel-
that
it's
they
also,
hurted
like,
your feelings,
the scary
bro?
shit is a power you give them when you tell them that.
But no,
Like,
it doesn't.
you
But
it's power.
it
You
doesn't.
hurt my
No,
feelings.
me
No, it's
personally,
not,
I don't feel like it's power. Let me tell you why I don't feel like it's power. It's really a matter of now I'm telling you how you made me feel, whether you care about it or not. I really don't care about how you feel about it. This is how I felt in that
It's
moment.
like now it's on you.
You feel me? And in that moment, you didn't care. So why the? So if that? So no.
What if they don't give a fuck?
And if they don't give a
It's off
fuck,
me.
and if they don't give
But
a
that's the reality
exactly.
you have to live with. It's
No,
like
I
sometimes-
don't have to live with shit.
No, I'm saying
It's
like
off of me.
the reality
I don't have-
is
I don't have
sometimes
to
you
live
gotta
with
live
shit.
with
It's off
that.
of me.
You can tell somebody they hurt your feelings and they might not give a f-
And that sounds,
You know how hard that is?
but that sounds personal. You want to know why that sounds personal? Because at the end of the day, you lost out. That has nothing to do with me.
That's
If you
hard,
didn't
though.
respect my feelings
That's hard.
and you didn't respect X, Y, and Z, there's no need for us to be connected
That's
at
hard.
all.
And I've
So if
always-
we're not connected,
You always have to tell them how
That's
you feel
hard,
because
bro.
once it's off you, it's like you don't have that regret.
But
Like,
the
oh,
ball
I
is
should've
in your
told
court
them.
for real.
But we replace all of those things with anger. I won't tell you I hurt my feelings, but I'll tell you fuck you.
What's
I
your
can't
question?
stand
but that's why you gotta like sort your feelings out. Yeah. I'm learning how
I
to.
forgive because
Yes.
I don't want to keep
Yes.
thinking about it. That's for me.
I can forgive.
I don't care about
So-
you.
That don't mean I
I
gotta
don't forget.
You know?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I grew up in
forget.
church.
I don't
I forget.
forget.
I grew up in
don't
church,
forget.
so
Everybody
it
else
was.
forget.
I grew up in church, so
You
it was really just a
never
matter
forget.
of like
Is there a
just me.
difference?
Forgiveness
Yes.
is for you.
Yes,
cannot
and that's
forget.
exactly what I was about to say.
Forgiveness
Like
will
Forgiveness
make
is
you
right
stupid.
here.
Yes.
If you
Forgiveness
forget-
is definitely for you. So yes, I
it
forgive you for
it
what you did.
it
Whether
is.
Whether
listen.
we're cool again or not.
Yeah, forgiveness for you.
Listen, it is. I'm telling you.
Whatever it is,
Forgetfulness
and
is
that's
stupid.
that's on me. But I will never, ever, ever forget what you did to me.
You are excellent. You are nothing like your mother in that.
Yo, listen. Let me tell you something. Respectfully,
I can't hold that.
I don't hold a grudge. I just don't.
But it is.
But that's holding a grudge.
that is holding.
No, it's not.
That's an emotional
Let me see
grudge.
what you got to say.
Let me tell you something. I do not hate you. I can say hello to you.
Be cordial.
Be cordial to you. But you, motherfucker, knew exactly what you was doing when you did it. You set out to hurt my feelings with what you said and what you done. You did that purposely because you knew it would hurt me. You knew. You knew exactly what it was.
When
and you want to say, you know what? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Suck my.
So, but listen. When I tell you, listen. When we get off camera, I got a story to tell you. But when I tell you, I forgave the person, but it wasn't for them. Like, it was really for me, because it was just like it was a matter of.
I have a situation where my forgiveness was for me, but it also was for her. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She was like my best. She was like my bestest friend, and it was just, I felt like she just wasn't the same friend to me as I was to her. And my forgiveness was for both of us. It was on each. I'm like, I forgive you because, girl, you my best friend, and we're supposed to be doing this and the third. So, I mean,
but you also took time from the situation.
I did.
Like
that's a fact.
Really
important. You have to though.
You have to take your time and evaluate and and then that's when you're able to forgive.
But forgiving don't mean you gotta put a person after that.
Yeah, that's a fact. 110%.
Stay away from me.
Yeah,
110%.
Like restraining order away. Like here's the thing. Like very away.
So me personally, when I don't forgive somebody, and this is me personally, because it was a moment where I had to forgive my parents as well in situations.
We all gotta forgive.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is when
raggedy ass kids.
But that's understandable. No, listen, everybody. And listen, no. Here's what we're not gonna do. Everybody forgives somebody at any given point in their time, whether it's an adult, a child, an elderly person, whatever it is. You feel me? But the thing about it is when you forgive somebody, it's really just a matter of like, okay, let me stop overthinking about the situation. Let me stop thinking about it so much. Let me stop. You feel me? It's really for comfort of you. At that point,
fine.
You listen, when somebody makes a decision, they already know what their decision comes with. So my thing about it, no, I get that. But in that same token, it's really a matter of just like, since you understood the consequences, I'm just gonna go through with the consequences. I'm gonna forgive you for me, but that doesn't mean that I have to fuck with you at the end of the day.
Right.
Which is very true.
And that goes back to what you were talking about, being cordial. Yeah. Say, hello, how are you?
I ain't that nice.
I already told niggas, you better be glad if you get a head nod from me.
I'm not talking to you. I will watch you walk inside.
I will act like I never met you a day in my motherfucking life, bro. Are you shitting me?
That is my
I will act like I never met you, bro. I'm at a point where I'm gonna be like that for real.
In my face, to my face. Imani, you made me feel invisible.
That sounds personal.
You made me feel
that sounds like between you and baby Jesus.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's between you and baby Jesus.
Sorry, not sorry, but I don't know what to tell you. I literally can act like you don't exist. You can speak to me. I will. And it blatantly
don't let it be a line that was crossed something serious. If it was a line that was crossed,
I don't know you. You can come to me and ask me a question. Imani, do you know where I could have it? Do you know what that paper is?
What paper?
I'm not even going to say what paper. I'm on the computer. I don't hear you. Who are you? I'm that bad. Don't talk to me. As soon as we don't fuck with each other, don't talk to me.
Bro, it's like you that for real.
But I'm so different because I'll be like, I don't know.
No,
but you know what it is?
Protect my energy.
That's a fact because
I can't let you keep getting access to me.
Fake?
It's no. You're not fake.
I would be cordial. I'll be like, okay,
you're not fake at all. No,
that's not fake.
In the same space,
being cordial is not a crime, bro.
Hey, how are you?
No, you're not fake at all.
Ask you how your kids are.
Your maturity level is different. You feel me? You're not fake at all. I don't want you to get that misconstrued. That's not fake. That's a matter. No, that's really a matter of you being able to accept the situation for what it is. After you accept the situation for what it is, it's just a matter of like, okay, cool. We can be cordial, but we can't be nothing more than cordial. Like that's just it.
I'm not gonna be your friend.
But you know what's funny? Because that's the situation I have right now. Because me and the person I was speaking to, we have a lot of mutual friends.
Yo, I saved that energy for family members.
Yo, it's what's
cordialness?
It's family members that it's
I might
family
not
members'
like
names.
you, but I'm gonna speak because my mother's in the room.
Yeah.
It's family members' names that get said, and I just be like, who?
No,
but anywho. Like, when it comes down to, like, the situation, it's really a matter of, like, because we have mutual friends, I can be cordial with you. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're in a business setting or a professional setting, I can, you feel me? I can do that.
Once we got to fall down, ain't nothing mutual about us.
No, I understand that.
That doesn't bother me.
But if you think, but me personally, if you think that outside of that agreement, that we're about to sit here and be kumbaya and Netflix and chill and listen, but no, it's none of that no more. Why? Because you overstepped so many things that I told you not to do, or you rubbed me the wrong way, and you knew at the end of the day. So it's just like, I can't fuck with you. Like, I'm gonna forgive you for me, but I just can't fuck with you at all. Like,
but I'm gonna be cordial.
You
I'm
keep
not
that
gonna
with you.
I'm not gonna act like, like you're invisible, blah blah blah. I'm just be like,
hey, you better than me because I'm kind of getting at that point.
That's
so.
Not
that petty. You being petty?
No.
I come from a petty ass family. You crazy? Our family group chat name was Living Petty. Are you shitting me?
I don't like you.
Yeah. The name of the
saying hi. I can save my hi for the next person.
The name of my family group chat is Living Petty. Like everybody, my grandmother is the pettiest person that you will ever meet. Word to my dad, Lady D.
Don't listen to me because I'm.
And they petty in your face.
No. No, I want you to understand that's exactly what they call my grandmother. They call her Petty LaBelle, and that's how real it is. For real, for real. My grandmother is the pettiest person that you will ever meet.
Denise is not even petty because to me, being petty, like, you have to be a little indirect. Mm-hmm. Denise is direct as hell. It's not petty. It's disrespectful.
Nancy too.
It's disrespectful.
Nancy too.
I'm not petty at all.
I love it.
I am.
Yeah, I love it. So it's a rush.
Is it?
It's a rush. It's a rush being petty. Like, yo, because you know what it is? For me personally, like when I'm being petty, like I'm being petty with a purpose. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be petty like just to be right, but that's understandable. But me personally, if I'm petty and I'm saying something, just know.
Shit like if I know it's pissing you off,
I'm gonna keep
doing it. Oh my God!
Now that's where she's her mother's child, and I want you to just.
I don't like.
You
go ahead, bro.
So you were trying to push your fight at any means. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
It's not really a matter of fight.
So at that point, if somebody catches on to the point that I'm doing that and you doing that till you want to get down, we could do it.
Yeah, you are your mother's child.
It's not a fight, but whatever you lead it to is whatever you lead it to. Respectfully,
I'm just not.
You want to get down?
Not giving it energy.
I'm like, nigga, she said fit, bro.
I feel like being petty takes so much time.
It doesn't. I promise you, it doesn't. It's effortless. It's really effortless.
I think I just come by it honestly. Like it is what it is.
Respectfully,
like my brothers, I really be in my own fucking world, man.
But
then again,
nobody don't even
for some
exist
reason, what I have learned though,
in the three of them.
Yes.
Yeah. For some reason, like what I have learned is just that people never like try me. Not on some like cocky.
That's a
But
fact.
people just never have gone there with me.
Yeah,
like,
nobody ain't never.
People have always been on some like, Imani.
Because
not
you're
Imani.
Yo.
No. I actually. Am I not mad nice? I'm mad nice.
She actually is nice.
Yo, that
I'm mad
when I
nice.
tell when I tell you, time out.
All people that say they mad nice, they not.
No, wait, time out. No, wait, can we take that? Wait.
She is too.
I'm nice.
Can we take that a step back? Like, if you're not from New York and you don't know what mad nice is, I know that shit is confusing as fuck. Nigga said mad, like you're angry and nice. Like what the fuck?
Nigga, I'm over nice.
I'm overly nice, nigga. Like that's what that means.
I'm like Atlanta, Georgia nice.
Oh, them niggas is friendly. Them niggas is friendly.
I'm San Antonio nice. I am so nice. Like,
no, what you mean, niggas? How you be like? I'm Columbia, South Carolina nice. Hi, how are you? How you doing?
I'm mad.
never.
San Antonio. Because there's always somebody saying hello, and I'm like, who the fuck?
That's the way that it is in South Carolina. I lived in South Carolina, and I kid you not, it took me a month and a half to get used to people saying, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Yo, you know me, bro? Like, what are you talking to me for?" Like, yo, facts,
like nigga, speed up.
Like, that's the point where now, when I moved back to New York, niggas was looking at me when I was saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, and they was looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And I'm just like, "Hey, look, man, I was out there in them trenches, cuz I don't know what to tell you."
My gosh. So I have one question for everybody before we end this episode of The Takeover featuring all of the millennials. I hope you guys have fun. Please don't take us too seriously, okay? We don't mean any harm. It's all with fun, okay? Sneeze over there.
Oh, wow.
And just on the right hand, I give my baby anything. That's
She's
why
spoiled.
she's nasty the way she is now. She is so fucking
Listen, I'm just meeting her, but not too much on my friend.
The thing is, don't try to clean that shit up.
Not too much on my friend.
Twin is a spoiled little princess.
I am too. What you mean?
The thing is, we can't help that we spoiled.
Y'all made us this way. But anywho, what's the last question?
I cannot relate.
What's the last question? Because like we said, what's the last question?
I cannot relate.
We will totally fight her. I will fight her.
All right, and you could get what's your time?
You know who in here?
It's like 3 versus 4, if anything.
I don't even know how father talk about her. He be like,
Listen, I got a little anger to get out. Hold on, y'all don't want to do this for real.
You know, me and Shelby.
All right, go. Wait. What's the last question? What's the last question? What's the last question?
about her, he know.
What's the last question?
You got 5 characters, nigga.
What's the last question? What's the last question? What's the last question?
So I have one question for everybody just to answer. What is something that you want to accomplish in 2020?
Oh, I can answer this right now.
You wait. That's going to get you to the next point.
I can answer this right
So where you
now.
like you have a goal.
Easy.
Oh, this is so easy.
This is easy. It don't even matter.
I just know that 2023, I'm finally going back to nursing school. It's been a long time coming.
One of us got to do it. Get it done. We looking bad out here. Get
It
it
doesn't
done.
matter the time period.
Right. To be honest, one thing that my auntie Joy has always told me is it doesn't matter how long it takes,
That's a
you just
fact.
get it done.
Come
on,
Jeannie.
My good God.
I didn't do that.
You did.
No, I did not. She was banging on the goddamn table. I was sitting here. Always.
But yeah,
Paper towel.
yes. I definitely am going back to nursing school. It was a lot. It was definitely a lot. It was not
Like you was drinking.
I did not do that. This motherfucker did it when she was banging.
All right, questions.
yes, we gotta finish.
Okay.
It was a very hard and long journey. I had a lot of obstacles. And yeah, I'm going back. So
Congratulations.
As you should.
You got to do it for us. Because I damn sure ain't.
Who's
So
next?
finish it up,
So-
baby.
Because you got a baby to have.
I got you right now. I'm weak. So anywho, so let's get off of that topic.
Not out my
So my
tubes.
my goal for 2023 right now is for me to get a Dodge Scott Pack, right?
yes,
Wait,
yes,
okay.
Yes, you feel me?
Yes,
I'm about to be out here on these Belt Parkways wilding. Dodge Charger, no, Dodge Charger, I got you right now. No, I got you right now. So a Scat Pack is pretty much like, you know, like Dodge Charger, Dodge Durango, you feel me? So, I'm a drummer. I do photography, videography, you know, graphic design, websites, all that stuff. So with me being mobile and having my own vehicle, that's going to open a lot of doors for me. So that's going to put a lot of money in my pocket and everything like that. So for a fact, I already know the car that I'm getting. I already know the paint. You feel me? Listen, it's a movie for real. Like, oh yeah, definitely looking at careers too. I can't say what company, but definitely looking at careers. That's a fact.
I received that.
Yes.
Is mine go?
Go ahead. Yes, if you like.
Well, I made a lot of changes in year 27, you know. You feel me?
As you should.
You feel me? I made
It's
a lot
all
of
about
changes.
growth.
You know, new career. I'm actually taking some tech classes. I ain't doing a whole college thing. I ain't got time for that.
Certified, like certificates?
Yeah. I'm doing that.
I would have did that shit 27 years ago.
Yeah, I'm doing that. So yeah, you know, I'm building. You know,
That's
I'm
what's
building.
up.
Yes.
Okay, goddaughter, come on.
Budgeting.
Budgeting.
That's a fact.
That's
Yo,
good.
no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Budgeting.
Yo, that's about to be my biggest hurdle for real with this
That
car.
happened in year 27.
Because when outside start calling
Outside fire
and you
alarm.
want a budget, you just be like, oh my
You
god.
can attest to this,
I'd
y'all.
be so quick.
Outside has not been my thing lately.
No,
But
I have definitely been inside.
that's a
budgeting.
fact.
What she do is pay her bills. She never
Budgeting
has
is-
to pay her bills. But
No,
she
because that's
will
my bill.
Want outfits and shit. Like, I think I need this. I think I
If it's in her closet, we wear the same size, it's right there. Why not?
You can borrow it. It's all good.
Facts.
Tosh, my honorary guest from San Antonio.
Facts.
Come a little closer, why don't you?
Get into a mic. Get a mic.
Yeah. So, you heard the question. Go ahead and share with us. What are your goals and something that you want to accomplish in 2023?
Definitely to invest more in myself as far as like side projects and stuff in carpentry. Just kind of expand my capabilities and everything and use those capabilities to get us a house.
Yes, house.
Yes,
As you should.
Yes, house.
We love a house.
Yeah, from San Antonio. I'm not used to
Apartments.
like, apartments and condos and townhouses and stuff. I'm used to
Listen,
So that
out
is
there in
so
Texas,
normal.
you could get a 3-4 bedroom for about a good.
Hello.
That's
that's
why I'm
why-
about to move to Houston,
Hello,
my
I'm going to
boy.
Houston as soon as
Yo,
I graduate.
so what's the word?
That's
Like,
my
we trying to be
plan.
close to each other? Like,
When I graduate, my
Black
plan is
people
to move
always
to
want to
Houston.
overpopulate a state. They don't
No, I don't know, but they push us out of New York anyway. No, fuck
I want to
that.
go to Houston
Fuck
because Houston pays New York salary
Fuck
for
that.
nurses.
That is
What
my
year-
point.
What year would you graduate nursing school? What year would that possibly be?
2020, what is this? Next year is 3?
Yeah.
24.
By the time you graduate, it's gonna be a new city y'all gonna be running to.
But you know what's funny?
But I also
No. So wait, time out,
in
right?
Texas because of my sisters. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's so nice.
See, the thing about Texas for me is really a matter of just like music, like the music scene in Texas.
Oh, it's
Yeah, 'cause
And
all
Texas
the black
and
people in
Charlotte.
Texas now.
So it's 3 places I'm
Yeah,
looking
that
at.
is true.
Texas, Charlotte, and Atlanta. Those 3 places
Atlanta
and
is-
music.
Yeah,
Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Yeah,
I
Charlotte.
know Atlanta is
Charlotte.
We're not talking about
Charlotte is
we not
getting
talking
up
about,
there.
The baby. We talking about all the other people.
No. Respectfully, Charlotte is getting up
Nah,
there.
it is.
Music wise,
It
it's
is.
getting up there.
Down
And
south
with me
is
playing the
really
drums,
robbing
like
you
that's
so
just
much,
that's
man. That's
perfect
crazy.
for me. Like not only playing drum set, but writing music for drum lines. Like that's solid for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can like I said with the whole thing with the car, I can benefit from that. So it's a matter of like if I can just put myself in the environment itself, I know I can flourish. It's just a matter of me just putting myself out there.
It's gonna happen.
Oh,
Right.
and that's why
Yeah.
Houston,
We
Texas,
gotta
or
put
Charlotte
it
is a
out there.
thing.
I believe
Manifestations.
in manifestation. Absolutely.
Manifestation and vision boards, for real, for real.
Yes. Speaking into
Guys.
existence.
Facts.
Amen. I believe that. So I just want to thank you all for joining me for the last 12 months. This is my final episode, ending 2022 off with a bang. Thank you. I hope
With
y'all
the
had
with the kids.
with the kids, right?
First and foremost, the best of the best. You heard?
Hold on.
They had a lot to say.
I'm grown, but you feel me with the kids. The best of the best.
Oh my gosh. I see you in 2023. Now what podcast navigating life in your 40s?
And don't forget, runway parties will definitely be on and popping starting in January.
I'm with it. I like voguing.
For sure.
Right.
I'm with it. I like
He
voguing.
said I
So
like
what's the word?
But you can, nephew, you can definitely come too.
No.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm in a whole house. Let's not even do this.
House of what?
House of
House
what?
of-
Facts.
House of what?
We gonna talk about it off camera. We gonna talk about it off camera.
House of Evangelista.
Listen, Evangelista go crazy because pole is my shit. Listen, now we gonna talk about it off camera. Listen.
Now we all like,
House of Wintour? Don't tell me you Wintour.